जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं, वह हृदय नहीं है पत्थर है, जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं. Good morning to all. With these patriotic lines of Rashtra Kavi Maithili Sharan Gupta, I, Rhythm Srivastav, welcome you all to this special morning assembly on the anniversary of Quit India movement. Just as healthy food is important for a healthy body, similarly, a positive thought makes us mentally strong. Let us have an enriching thought from Shlok Agrahari.
Thought for the day. Strength does not come from physical capacity, it comes from an indomitable will. Meaning of the thought. Strength means facing seemingly impossible situations constructively, unwilling to abandon one's faith in humanity. It means not letting violence dictate what you will do, say, or believe.
We are lucky to be born in free India, but we must not forget that this freedom is gained by the sacrifices of our freedom fighters. Now let us know more about Quit India movement.
The Quit India movement, also known as the August movement, was a civil disobedience movement launched in India in August 1942 in response to Mahatma Gandhi's call for satyagraha. It was a mass protest demanding what Gandhiji called an orderly British withdrawal from India. On 8th August at the Gwalior Tank Maidan in Mumbai in year 1942, Gandhiji issued a call to do or die. Indians were to wage one last struggle to achieve independence or die in that attempt.
Characteristics of Quit India movement. Viceroy Linlithgow described it by far as the most serious rebellion since 1857. Hutchins characterized as a spontaneous revolution as no preconceived plan could have been produced such instantaneous and uniform results. More radical and popular mass movement, AITUC, CSP, AIKS and the Forward Bloc played a vital role in the Quit India movement.
Gandhi's Quit India speech. In his Quit India speech on 8th August Gwalior Tank, Bombay, Gandhi told Indians to follow non-violent civil disobedience. Gandhi called an orderly British withdrawal from India and told the Cong leader to do or die. He advised for the Hindu-Muslim unity.
Quit India movement demands. The main demand of the movement was to end the British rule in India and to get the cooperation of Indians against fascism. In addition to this, there was a demand to form a provisional government after the withdrawal of the Britishers.
Causes of Quit India movement. The immediate cause for the movement was the collapse of Cripps mission. The British assumption of unconditional support from India to British in World War II was not taken well by the Indian National Congress. The anti-British sentiments and demand for full independence had gained popularity among Indian masses. The 2 decades of mass movement, which were being conducted on a much more radical tone under the leadership of the various associated and affiliated bodies of the Congress, like All India Kisan Sabha, Forward Bloc, etc., had already prepared the ground for the movement. There were militant outbursts happening at several places in the country, which got channelized with the Quit India movement.
Music is the soul of a peaceful heart and mind. Let us listen a melodious bhajan from Anugrah Agnihotri.
दीदी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती की संत तूने कर दिया कमाल दीदी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती की संत तूने कर दिया कमाल आंधी में भी चलती रही गांधी तेरी मशाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल ये जीवन में आजाद बिना दुश्मन के किले पर भी न की तूने चढ़ाई, वारी फकीर खूब करामात दिखाई। चुटकी में दुश्मनों को दिया देश से निकाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ठार, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। शतरंज बिछा कर यहाँ बैठा था जमाना, लगता था कि मुश्किल है फिरंगी को हराना। टक्कर थी बड़े जोर की, दुश्मन भी था ताना, पर तू भी था बाबू बड़ा उस्ताद पुराना। मारा बुकस के गाँव के उल्टी सभी की चाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दीदी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ठार, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। रघुपति राघव राजा।
Thank you.
Phases of the moment. First phase. First phase urban revolt, marked by strikes, boycott, and picketing, which were quickly suppressed. There were strikes and demonstrations all over the country, and workers provided support by not working in the factories. Gandhiji was soon imprisoned at Aga Khan Palace in Pune, and almost all leaders were arrested.
Second phase. In the second phase, the focus shifted to the countryside, which witnessed a major peasant rebellion marked by destruction of communication systems such as railway tracks and stations, telegraph wires and poles, attacks on government buildings, or any other visible symbol of colonial authority.
Third phase. The last phase witnessed the formation of national governments or parallel governments, isolated pockets, Palya, Tamluk, Satra, etc. Spontaneous violence. The movements of violence at some places, which was not premeditated.
Impact of the Quit India movement. To restore order, the British had to divert 35,000 troops to support the police. Because the British did this, the campaign began to die off by November, and by the end of the year, it was clear that it had failed. By the end of the Second World War, Britain's place in the world had changed dramatically, and the demand for independence could no longer be ignored.
Causes of failure. The revolt of 1947 lasted for 3 months only. It failed in its attempt to paralyze the government machinery in order to seize power. The three main causes of failure, according to Dr. Amba Prasad, are tactical mistakes of organization and planning, loyalty of the services, superior physical strength of the government.
Quit India movement in Bengal. In rural West Bengal, the Quit India movement was fueled by the peasants' resentment against the new war taxes and the forced rice exports. There was open resistance to the point of rebellion in 1942 until the Great Famine of 1943 suspended the movement. The Tamilipta Jantiya Sarkar was an independent parallel government established in Tamluk, West Bengal, in India. It occurred during the Quit India movement.
Women participation. Women played an active role in the movement as well. Leaders like Usha Mehta set up an underground radio station, which led to the awakening regarding the movement in the masses. Sucheta Krilmani is reported as being the first woman Chief Minister of India. Her most active participation in the Indian freedom struggle was during the Quit India movement.
outcomes. The Quit India movement was violently suppressed by the British. People were shot, lathi charged, burnt, and enormous fines imposed. Over 1 lakh people were arrested, and the government resorted to violence in order to crush the agitation. The Britishers declared the INC, Indian National Congress, to be an unlawful association, while the Quit India campaign was crushed in 1944, with the British refusing to grant immediate independence, saying it could happen only after the war had ended. They came to the important realization that India was ungovernable in the long run due to the cost of the World War II.
Conclusion. The Quit India movement is one of the most important events in the history of Indian freedom struggle against British. Though the movement was unable to achieve freedom, but it succeeded to compel the British government to quit India. The British government also realizes that the time had come to quit India. हम प्रभात की नई किरण हैं, हम दिन के आलोक नवल, हम नवीन भारत के सैनिक, धीर वीर गंभीर अचल. These lines from the great poet Ramdhari Singh Dinkar reminds us that we owe a great thanks to our freedom fighters who gave their life for our nation's freedom. We will always remember them. Thank you for joining this morning assembly.